So I have my template placed and taped up, and I'm ready to put a couple of screws in it. And those screws will serve the purpose of showing me on the outside where to line up the template so I can trace on that side as well, because I'm not going to be able to cut right here. My jigsaw won't fit in this space. So I'm probably going to cut this part from the inside because it's a little bit easier just based on the fact that I'm higher up. And then on the outside, I'll have to go and cut the rest once I have the outline traced. Standing on a step stool because I'm not super tall. So you may be able to see down here that I've got multiple lines. I've retraced this a few times to make sure that I was going as close to the template as possible because I didn't want to have too big of a hole. I wanted to make it as tight as possible, and then when I dry fit the window, if I need to make it a little bit bigger, I can, but I can't make a hole that's too big any smaller. I can certainly make a hole that might be a little bit too small, slightly bigger. So I'm about to start cutting. I'm getting ready to get my protective gear on, and I changed my approach a little bit. So I tried the recommended approach of doing the screw holes and then going to the other side and trying to match them up, but I was still having some trouble matching them just because making sure that the holes hit in the right spot. It was a little complicated. So most of the cut I want to make from the inside, and I'm going to start basically here and go around and back up. The only part that I can't do inside is right here. So I'm going to make that cut, then take my template to the outside and make sure I line up the top properly and do that final portion of the cut from there. Okay, you want to grab that one?
Yep.
We have a hole. Hello. Voila.
What are we going to do with this?
I don't know, but be very careful you don't cut yourself. All right, we're going to go ahead and fit the window in and hopefully get the frame on and have one of two installed. So, hi. I hope it's not too dark in here because that couldn't be a problem. Watch your fingers because it is sharp on the edges. Should we have gloves on? We're going in from the top. Did we decide going in from the bottom was better? I can't remember. You're going too far. There we go. Okay, now push in on the top. Will it fit? Because I'm seeing air, and I don't think I should be seeing air. There we go. Okay, you got it? I'm going to stick some tape on it.
Hold on. Running into the same issue.
Yeah, but it should tighten up as we screw it in.
Even if it's not flush from the beginning?
That's what I understand.
It's looking the same. I think you should come out and look at it.
Because it's sticking way through in some places.
As far as how much it's contacting, it's barely different than before.
Okay, can you nudge it to your left a little bit? Okay. I think that, because it's through,
Yep.
I think it's supposed to tighten up as we put the screws in. That's what I read. Okay. There, I'm just trying to make sure it's centered. Okay, let me get the frame on. Be the one that needs tape. And it's hard to see now. I said it is hard to see.
You're not wearing sunglasses, are you?
No, it's like silhouetted though.
You want me to go get my headlamp?
Oh shoot! Well, do I what?
You want to go get my headlamp out of my car?
No. I think I'm just gonna have to tape. You know what I'm doing? I'm going to try to block out the silhouette. Maybe this will help. Yeah. This is a bear. That is not lined up. said you might have to really manipulate this. No, I don't think there's anything you can do, but he said like with the screws, you might have to start screwing and then try to manipulate into the channel. And can you push it in on this side? Can you push in right there? I don't know if that's going to make a difference or not. Okay. I'm not even reaching the channel. Ugh.
I'm telling you, there's like it's almost sticking out an inch.
I tell you what, I'm going to come out there. I'm going to unscrew these.
Okay.
I'm going to come out there and hold it, and you come in and look and tell me what I need to do. It's like if I'm doing that, it's not coming any closer. Is it any closer to the edge?
No. Oh, yeah, it's closer. I wasn't sure if you're talking about higher or down low.
No, because I'm like missing the channel completely.
Yeah, this is closer.
But I don't know why it's not, the channel is, I mean, they say start from the bottom, but it's not lining up. Oh.
How many screws do you have in?
I just took out all but one. Because what?
How many do you have in?
3? But the screw's not long enough to hit the window. And the window's sticking out from the wall out there?
I can stick my finger in.
Okay. Okay, I'm taking it. Hold the window because I'm taking the frame off. Andy's checking out a little notch that we made right here because there's a big bump on the frame of the window that was preventing it from sitting flush on the van. It's a little hard to see, but hopefully you can make it out right there. And we're gonna try the window dry fit one more time. I see Andy. Who's that guy out there? We had to do some fine tuning, but now we've got the window fitting in, and I'm putting the screws in loosely at first, then I'm gonna come back around, assuming they all fit, and tighten up. Look, I'm stripping some of these screws and they shouldn't. Oh, and you know what? Dang it. It's gonna overlap. I just screwed my glove in there. Gloves are coming off. But I've got overlap now and I'm missing screws. Yeah, I must have dropped one. But that track's not supposed to overlap, and it's overlapping by like 1/4 of an inch.
You can't just file up 1/4 of an inch.
No, it has to be cut. I don't know how to cut it. Well, maybe I have snips, 10 snips. I'm gonna just put this in temporarily because we're gonna have to take it out and trim that. Not tonight. Okay, how's it feel? Why don't you come in and see it? I had to manipulate this all the way around to make it fit, and this I think was the one that was easy. All right, window project continues today. We've got one in there, and around the other side, one about to go in over here. Now I made this hole just a little bit bigger, and it's going in a lot easier. The one on the other side, we just had to fine tune a lot. It took a whole lot of filing to make the window actually fit. And one challenge that we're having is that there seems to be a little gap right here, even though it's already all screwed in. So I have some weather stripping foam that I think we're gonna try to use on the other window as we put it in. On the inside, there's already foam here from Sierra Lawrence that comes as part of the window, but I'm gonna add some foam on the inside too and see if that helps to close up the gap there between the window and the frame inside. We are about ready for the next round. My daughter just came by to check out the van. She gave her approval. I think she sounded pretty positive, didn't she? Anyway, we put the foam tape around here, and we're not taking off. It is double-sided, but we're not taking off this side right now because we don't want it to stick if it doesn't work. So we're gonna do a dry fit and then decide if we want to take off the sticky side or just leave it like that. Amy's putting the finishing touches on the first window. I think, what did we say? We put it in 8 times, I think. But we're just tightening up the screws, and putting that red foam tape in there really seems to help a lot, don't you think? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This one's stripped.
Oh dear, take another screw. There's extras there. And it feels cooler in here already. It's lovely, lovely ambiance in the van.